Oh, definitely. Dumisani's wife was wrong for slapping Mhlaba's wife. Oh, that slap landed, okay? So, Dumisani's wife decided, you know what? I ain't gonna be part of this family anymore and their shenanigans. And she went to Ketiwe's house just to get some fresh air. Sana, I like how she stood on business, especially when Mhlaba came in fetch and be like, you know what, Mhlaba, you never defend me. Like, you are your father's puppet. You do whatever that your father says. You are not a man enough. You don't have a voice of your own. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but Mhlaba needed to hear that. He definitely does not have a spine, and he definitely does not have a voice of his own. Now, again, the Mkhize family are trying to mend the things, okay? They decided that they are going to have a meeting with Udumisani, even though Udumisani makes things impossible. Wes, he wanted a meeting to be in his house. Zwelake had to compromise and be like, okay, you know what, it's fine, it's okay, we're going to go to his house just so that we can nurse his ego. Whilst they are there, the meeting is being held by the auntie of the family, and she is talking that, no, guys, this is not how family issues are solved, okay? First of all, Dumisani, you were wrong for stealing for the company. You should have not stolen money from the family company. Again, Slindile, you were wrong for getting them arrested, which I don't think Slindile was wrong. I like Slindile. Like, oh, Sana, I feel like me and Slindile could be friends. But Dumisani being Dumisani, that man have pride. Oh, Sana, I think more than the fact that unomona, he have jealousy. More than that, one thing that will definitely kill him one day is his pride. I feel like in this instance, since he got busted stealing, he should have humbled himself. We like and be like, even if he does not mean this apology, you don't have to mean an apology for you to apologize. But in that instant, he had to just humble himself and be like, hey, I am sorry, I am sorry for 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry for 1, 2, 3. And I'm sorry for 1, 2, 3. Right? But in that instance, that's not what he did at all. Like, he could not humble himself and he could not apologize for nothing. Okay? And he's like, no, he is very much prideful. He feels like he's entitled to the family business. This is his family business as well. He was there when the company was being built from the ground. So what if he took some money because he feels like he owns the truck and the trucks are directed by him? Okay? So Uzwe, he was like, you know what, I'm not going to force an apology out of you, Babomkulu. If you don't feel the need for you to apologize, that's okay. I'm not going to sit here and force an apology out of you. But I do want you to know this. You are permanently fired from the company. I don't trust you and Mhlaba, and I will never trust you and Mhlaba. Please, you will never come back from this company. However, I will make sure Uguti icala, siyalisula, we are going to dismiss the case that was opened by my mom. And Unhlanhla, the youngest son, Dumisani, feels like his father is not a good person, of which he is not. He's like, oh, Dad, honestly, you should have just apologized, You should have apologized and own up, and we could have moved on peacefully, all of us. But Dumisani being Dumisani, of course, he takes this as an insult. It's like, Mhlaba, are you trying to insult me? Right now, I'm feeling insulted, boy, by you. But Mhlaba's like, trust and believe. The last thing I'm trying to do is to make you feel insulted. Well, Dumisani being Dumisani, and I pity him in this instance because he ended up chasing Unhlanhla away, and I feel like he have lost one of his reasonable and sensible sons and left with a spineless son, which is Umhlaba. I'm just like, Umhlaba will never be the man he will never be half of the man that Zwelakhe is. Just half, quarter of the man that Zwelakhe is. Mhlaba is not capable of being that, like, at all. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? makes 0 cents. After Zwelakhe caught Mhlaba red-handed stealing from a family company, Zwelakhe decided to fire Mhlaba. Now, on the next episode, we see that Mhlaba went straight to Zwelakhe's house to try and apologize. It seems like Zwelakhe has already shared the information with his mom. Now, Uslindile does say that Mhlaba, I am highly disappointed on you. You are just like your dad. Now, Uzwelakhe says, listen, Mhlaba, it's okay. You know, you disappointed me. I trusted you, but it's okay because you are now fired. You are no longer working for the family company. Mhlaba goes back home and informs his parents that he is fired. However, he does not say the reason why Uzwelakhe decided to fire him. Well, we all know Utumsani, he is hard-headed. He decided that, you know what, it's not up to Mhlaba. Mhlaba does not have a power to fire anyone. It's not his company alone. It is a family company. So therefore, Utumsani drives Mhlaba back to the office and says, you will go to work. It's not Mhlaba's company. But when they get into Mhlaba's office, trying to confront him, why he fired Mhlaba, Uzwelakhe says, you know what? Your son is a thief. Your son is a thief. He has been stealing from the family company. And I know that you taught him to steal from the family company. Now, of course, Utumsani sounds shocked because Mhlaba, guys, because Mhlaba, really, he is a coward and he failed to mention this information to his dad. That the reason he got fired is because he was caught stealing from the family company. Well, Utumsani still insists that, you know what, they are family, they cannot fire each other. Mhlaba needs to go back to work. But then Uzwelakhe decides, because you know what, I'm not having this, not today, not now. So therefore, Uzwelakhe does call the security guards on them just so that they can be kicked out of the office. Then Uzwelakhe went home to share this information with his mom. It does look like Uslindile is not happy, like she is not pleased by the fact that Uzwelakhe did not call the police on them. You know, she goes as far as, you should have called the police. Why didn't you call the police on them? Because that's exactly what they deserved. They deserve to be called police up on. But Uzwelakhe is like, you know what, I fired them. And that's all that is important. And that's all that matters, ma. Please do not make matters worse because I have already fired those people. But before we know it, the police were in Dumisani's house. Dumisani and Mhlaba, they were also arguing because Dumisani, I don't know what's wrong with that father, honestly speaking, because he knew that Mhlaba is uqhubekile. You know, he's still stealing from the family company, even after they were almost caught by Uzwelakhe, and Uzwelakhe told them to stop stealing from the family company. But Dumisani knew that Mhlaba never really stopped. So now Mhlaba is pissed. Utumsani, is pissed at Mhlaba to say, hey, Wena, how could you steal from me? Because you were now stealing from me. And then that's when the police arrived and they tried to arrest both Utumsani and Mhlaba. It was so chaotic. The way Nhlanhla is not bothered, like Nhlanhla is not bothered. Nhlanhla looks at his dad and his brother like, bro, I'm not bothered by you all's life. Like, your all's life does not even affect me at this point. I'm not even affected by your lives, you know. So it does seems like maybe Nhlanhla would try to school them to say, you guys shouldn't have stolen from the family company, and Utumsani will lose it and kick Nhlanhla out of the house. So therefore Nhlanhla will go to Zwelakhe's house to seek a shelter and say he was actually chased out of the house by his dad. Sana, a lot is about to happen. And I just want to see how will Umhlaba and Dumisani get their job back, especially now that the police are involved. And I'm just like, they deserve whatever. Like, those two, they deserve whatever that they got. They are such horrible people. Sana Zwelakhe have a poor character judgment. He cannot judge a person. I know they say you cannot judge a book by its cover, but at least you must develop a character judgment, a good character judgment. So it's not Zwelakhe trusting Umhlaba. Zwelakhe goes as far as saying that he wants Umhlaba to be a chief negotiator for his lobola so that his lobola can go well. And of course, this does offend his uncle. You know, he asked, why? You don't trust me? And Zwelakhe is like, no, it's not like I don't trust you. It's because I think Zwelakhe at that time, he really felt like Umhlaba is happy for him. And he felt like, you know what, since he feels like Umhlaba's energy, therefore he will trust Umhlaba with the lobola negotiation, right? Not knowing that Umhlaba has been doing illegal transportation using the Mkhize logistics trucks. So Mhlaba has been doing some illegal shenanigans using their trucks, the company trucks. And when Zwelakhe find out this, like, I was so scared for his life at first, because like he is approaching unknown people that he does not know that these people could be armed. He's approaching them. He's alone by himself. It's at night. Well, unfortunate for Umhlaba, he was in a truck and he tried to run away. But unfortunately, he was catched by Zwelakhe. And as soon as Zwelakhe realizes, Sana, the shock in Zwelakhe's eyes, as soon as he realizes that this is Umhlaba, his brother, his well-trusted brother. I mean, earlier on, they even had a conversation where Zwelakhe was even saying, you know what, Mhlaba, you really don't have to worry about your daughter's school fees. I will make sure that everything is covered. I will pay for her school fees. I mean, when do you get a family member who offers you such a big relief that they will take care of your child? What a huge relief, okay? Where do you get that? Where? In which world do you get such? So I'm like, now after that moment that they had, now Zwelakhe is going to realize that Umhlaba has actually been stealing from the company and doing shenanigans business. We all know how Zwelakhe is just streets, and he doesn't play when it comes to business. Like, he wants something to go with protocol. He doesn't play with the company like that. You know, he does not want to see the company collapse someday. So he does not play. And now I'm like, wow, you know, this is beyond sad. This is beyond sad. And the sad thing here is that Gwabe, Mhlaba's dad, actually did find out that Umhlaba is doing some shenanigans, but he actually gave him his blessings. He was like, my son, okay, you don't want to die poor, or you just do not want to die poor. If doing some illegal shenanigans help you get ahead in life, go ahead, do them. So I am just worried. I'm not going to lie. I am so worried about the relationship between Zwelakhe and Umhlaba. Also, Zwelakhe just received good news. That's the lobola negotiations should go ahead. And now this, you know, and the one person that he truly did trusted, which was Umhlaba. This is why I say also Zwelakhe does not have a good character judgmental. Like, he struggles to just judge people accordingly. So I'm like, now he just also find out Uguti, you know, he does not have pure intentions. He does not have pure intentions. So yeah, this will put Zwelakhe in a tricky position. I wonder what is he gonna do, because as right now he needs those people. He cannot afford to fight with Umhlaba, and he definitely cannot afford to fight with Umhlaba's dad. So when you need people, but people have made you so mad that you just want to cut them off, but you can't cut them off because you need them. I feel like that's Zwelake's position right now, when I'm just like, oh Sana, I don't want to be in Zwelake's shoes. Like, I really don't. Sana, Bahumi, and Zwelake ate the forbidden fruit. Now, their excitement was short-lived as Obahumi got busted. Of course, she was called by one of her sisters, and it was on a FaceTime video call. And Uzwelake just appeared on the video call shirtless. Kesana. Now Bahumi has to go and explain this whole ordeal to her family. Now let's talk about Mapaseka. Oh, Sana Mapaseka, the way that she has just fits in within the Mpogazi or the Mkhize's family. Mpogazi has welcomed her with warm heart. This makes me to question the pregnancy. I know that Mampaseka have not given me reasons to doubt her, but the way her baby daddy refuses to acknowledge and accept the pregnancy, and if anything, he is quite annoyed by the fact that his family are very much welcoming to Mampaseka. Okay, so Mampaseka is just fitting in, and she sees herself living with the Mkhize family, and she does not want to move out of the Mkhize family. And the way that Mampogazi treats her, even telling their helper that, listen, you need to cook food for Mampaseka because she is in the situation. And I'm just like, I don't know. Hey, nowadays you can never trust anyone, okay? DNA test is needed. And I'm not really trying to paint Mampaseka a bad person, because really she has not given me a reason to paint her otherwise. But still, hey, you can never really know. Now, it seems like Uzwelake will receive one of the greatest news this week, as the Mtaunges are willing to write a letter to set the lobola date. Finally, it seems like we are about to see the biggest wedding on Guababa, the one that we have been patiently waiting for. Now, of course, my biggest fear here is that someone will definitely, most likely, try to sabotage Uzwelake once again. But the biggest question is, will it go through? Okay, will whoever's trying to sabotage Uzwelake, will they succeed in trying to sabotage Uzwelake? Or this time around, Zwelake's uncle is just gonna back off and allow the wedding to happen? I do not know, but I guess we are about to see this week. Lwazi lwasoft uthando lukaZwelake and Bahumi. Oh, Sana. I mean, we all want such love, okay? Kind of love. Oh, mates, please locate me. May Zwelake's kind of man please locate me. Lalela, soft love, Kesana. Uzwelake decided to take Obahumi to show him where he comes from and to explain how important it is to honor his ancestors all the time. Now, for some reason, this week we are going to watch Mr. Motaung changes his mind about Uzwelake marrying Obahumi, and he even sent the letter to the Mkhizes to say, listen, if you guys are ready for Lobola negotiations shall take place. And I'm like, ooh, love this for Zwelake and Bahumi. But guys, do you all think, because I do you all think that somehow Dumisani will find a way to sabotage Uzwelake again? Like, if this marriage or this wedding between Bahumi and Zwelakhe doesn't happen, because I can already tell that it's gonna be the wedding of the year. It's gonna be the talk of the town. Sana is giving soft love. It's giving all and above. So I'm like, Dumisani, please step aside. Please step aside. We've been wanting to watch